Hello everyone! Let's get straight into the video where I'll be ranking the combat styles in Blox Fruits. Enjoy! Combat is the initial fighting style that players receive when they first join the game. This is generally considered the weakest and most common fighting style, as every player is initially equipped with it. However, it is often regarded as one of the rarest fighting styles to obtain, as most players switch to another fighting style early in their gameplay. Some players choose to retain combat for the enjoyment of mastering it. Nevertheless, it is advisable to invest in another fighting style, such as Dark Step, Electric, or Water Kung Fu. When compared to the available options in the first C, combat is generally less powerful. It's important to note that once you switch to another fighting style, combat becomes unobtainable, as there is no fighting style teacher or similar NPC that can reteach it. Starting with combat, it doesn't have many features, so I believe it deserves a D tier. Dark Step is a leg-based fighting style that can be purchased in the first C. When equipped, Dark Step displays aura on the player's legs rather than their arms while active. This is purely a visual effect and doesn't offer any extra benefits compared to aura on the arms in the same stage. There is an upgraded version of this fighting style called Death Step, which is exclusively accessible in the second C. Dark Step, while not very versatile, is still decent. That's why I'm placing it in C tier. Electric is a fighting style that can be acquired in the first C. Once you attain a mastery level of 400 in this fighting style, you can upgrade it to Electric Claw by consulting the previous hero in the third C. Electric is a pretty decent combat style. It's easy to acquire and sufficient for most levels, so I'm putting it in B tier. Water Kung Fu is a fighting style that can be acquired by training under the guidance of the Water Kung Fu teacher in the first C. Water Kung Fu is a nice combat style, but it requires close combat, and it's expensive for early game players, so I'm also placing it in B tier. Dragon Breath is a combat style that can be purchased in the second C. This fighting technique can be further enhanced by unlocking Dragon Talon, which is instructed by Uzoth in the third C. Dragon Breath is fundamentally a good combat style. However, it knocks back your target a lot, making it difficult to perform combos. These drawbacks make it fit for B tier. Superhuman is a combat style you can acquire by training with the martial arts master in the second C. This particular style is focused on speed, stunning abilities, and effective knockback. To unlock it, you must have mastered 4 fighting styles: Dark Step, Electric, Water Kung Fu, and Dragon Breath. The martial arts master can teach you this style, and you can further advance it to God-Human under the guidance of the ancient monk. Superhuman might be one of the best combat styles in the game. It's a bit challenging to obtain, but I believe it totally deserves the S tier. With great combos and damage potential, it's a top choice. Death Step is a leg-based fighting style that you can learn from Fuyu, the Reformed, in either the second C or third C. It represents an enhanced version of Dark Step, boasting superior power in every aspect. When you equip this fighting style, you'll notice that the aura effects manifest on your legs when activated. This is purely a visual change and does not provide any additional benefits beyond the standard aura buffs. Mastering Death Step with a proficiency of 400 or higher is essential if you aim to acquire the God-Human fighting style, as it's one of the prerequisites. Death Step allows you to perform fantastic combos, and it's both powerful and fast. It undoubtedly deserves the S tier. Sharkman Karate is a fighting style that can be obtained by purchasing it from Dagrok the Sharkman in the second C. It functions as an enhanced version of its predecessor, Water Kung Fu, from the first C. It is renowned for its effectiveness in executing combos due to its faster and more accurate moves, as well as its ability to inflict greater damage compared to water kung fu. Sharkman Karate is a pretty good combat style, but it keeps enemies at a distance, making combos a bit challenging. Additionally, it's relatively pricey for its damage, so I've put it in a tier. You can acquire Electric Claw, a fighting style, by learning it from the previous hero in the 3rd C. Electric Claw is an evolution of its predecessor, Electric, and is primarily employed for grinding and PvP combat due to its swift M1 attacks that are easy to land and its potent skills. It can be obtained in the 3rd C. Electric Claw is a cool combat style that enables impressive combos. However, it's a bit challenging to obtain, requiring both mastery and in-game currency. For these reasons, I've placed it in a tier as well. Dragon Talon is a fighting style that you can acquire by learning it from Uzoth in the 3rd C. This style represents an advancement from its precursor, Dragon Breath, and both feature moves inspired by dragons. Dragon Talon has the highest damage output in the game and comes with visually stunning abilities. However, the slight delays when using its moves and the enemy's opportunity to escape make it fit for A tier. Godhuman is a fighting style that can be acquired by learning it from the Ancient Monk in the 3rd C. It serves as the successor and upgraded version of the Superhuman fighting style. This particular fighting style is primarily designed for player versus player, PvP, combat situations, and enjoys popularity for its specialization in speed, stunning techniques, and powerful knockback abilities. It complements PvP-oriented fruits like Venom, Doe, Dragon, and Portal, adding a range of long-range moves that can be used for builds that don't emphasize stats in firearms but still want effective long-range attacks. It works exceptionally well in combination with fruits, swords, and guns. While it may be challenging to obtain and master, the benefits it offers in PvP make it a worthwhile investment. Godhuman is genuinely one of the legendary combat styles with the highest combo potential, but its acquisition is quite costly, which is why I'm placing it in a tier. Sanguine Art is a darkness-based fighting style that can be acquired by learning it from Shafi in the 3rd C. This fighting style was introduced in Update 20. It is notable for being the first fighting style to incorporate a life-stealing move. Sanguine Art boasts one of the shortest M1 cooldowns in the game. The attack patterns of this fighting style bear a resemblance to Nezuko's techniques from the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba, suggesting it may draw inspiration from the series, similar to the Rengoku sword. Sanguine Art is also visually striking, but quite challenging to obtain. Its abilities are visually impressive, and it deals significant damage. However, the hurdles required to acquire it land it in B tier. And that's a wrap for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your own rankings in the comments. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe.